Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ez and I'm here with Noahfinnce. If you don't already know, Noah makes videos on the internet about being trans and all sorts of things.
Yeah.
And he also makes music.
True.
And you're very good at it.
Thanks.
So today we're going to be reacting to my hate comments.
Love that.
Because I get a lot of them and I think it's kind of funny to react to them.
Hilarious.
Yes.
These are just ones you screenshotted today, right?
These are just ones I've screenshotted today. I'm not going to be reading all of them.
That would take a long time.
Okay, so this one's Jesus themed.
Oh.
All caps. God forbid! Exclamation mark. Satan has lied to you and deceived you. God knows what he created you to be. I pray he gives her his... Oh, they don't know.
They're just confused.
They don't know. I hope she gives her his life to Jesus so her mind can be renewed to the truth.
I love that they think like Satan specifically spoke to you. Satan's like, you're so important that they're like, Satan got you.
Yeah, Satan is angry in the pits of hell right now at
I'd
me,
be kind of angry.
and I'm gonna go there.
I love the use of he/she though.
Yeah, I like the fact that they're not actually sure. I think I've got to that point of like transitioning now.
Yeah.
That like people sometimes don't know.
Yeah. It's because you pass.
Yeah.
And
they
they're
don't
like,
know.
This must be woman, man, lady, huh?
Yeah, sometimes they're like, will never be a woman.
Yeah. I
And
get
I'm
that
like,
one.
I love the accidental allies.
That's my favourite one. People being like, well, you'll always have a penis. You have a flesh wound down there. And I'm like, thank you, though. Thank you.
It's funny when they're wrong.
Yeah.
Lady, you are sick and need prayer. Another Jesus themed.
You are sick.
I am sick.
Oh, you're so sick, lady. Hey, my gal, you're the coolest. You need prayer? Have you considered praying it away? Have you done that?
I have prayed it away and it came back.
You didn't pray hard enough.
No, I didn't pray hard enough. I could say I'm a toaster, but I'm not. Well, it's just not really the same thing, is it?
Yeah, I don't, like, I feel like we never recovered from the I'm an Apache helicopter days of, like, 2016.
Yeah.
Like, it hasn't gone better from then.
Like, the whole theme of just, like, saying, well, I'm not a cat. It's like, okay, well, like, I never said I was.
I feel like people get really confused about, like, the physical and, like, mental aspects of gender.
Yeah.
Because, like, sex is way different to gender.
Exactly, they're not the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm aware that my sex is female. Like, when they comment, like, female, I'm like...
Yeah, and what? What about it?
I'm specifically actually telling you that my sex is female.
That's the thing, like, I feel like people don't understand that, like, trans people understand who they are, what their body looks like. That's why they're so upset.
Yes.
Like, that's the whole point. Like, we entirely understand, and I'd never be like, no, I'm not biological female. I know people have, like, different opinions on, like, what is sex, because there's this idea that, like, sex is based on, like, physical characteristics and, like, genetics and all that kind of stuff. But, like, in some way, like, you have biological male features. You have secondary sex characteristics.
Yeah,
from a biological
exactly.
male. But yeah, I'm never going to be like, no, I'm not a female, because, like...
No, like, I am. Like, I am biologically female.
Yeah.
And that's not an insult to try and call me it. Like, it's when people say, like, you will always be a woman. It's like, it's just not the same thing.
No, it's not the same thing. And a woman, were you ever a woman? When did you come out?
Yeah, like...
When you were less... Were you a
Like, I've never been
teenager?
a woman on YouTube.
Yeah.
So you can't miss that. When they say, like, they missed that, it's like...
You never
saw it, babes.
I get that as well. It's like, you'll always be a woman. I was like, I was never a woman. I
No.
came out before I came out when I was 17.
Yeah.
I have
And when
never
did you start
lived
making videos?
when I was 15.
Oh, gosh. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, did you come out on the internet?
Yeah, so I started the internet because I didn't want people from school following me. I was never Noah, I was Newt. But people assumed that I was a biological male. Like, I would post pictures of myself as a kid, and I had short hair and was always shirtless because I wanted to look like a boy when I was a kid.
Yeah,
it's like people just assumed I was a guy, and then it was only when I came out in 2017, and I was like, I am a trans guy, where people were like, oh, I thought it was the other way around.
Yeah, it's like, because when you say you're trans, like, sometimes now, when I say I'm trans, people are like, wait, so are you a girl? I'm like, no!
You're so brave, big boobied girl. Let me validate you, lady.
What? This is long. It's a shame what this ill, confused woman did to herself. Mutilating her own body was a cry for help. Instead, idiots on the internet who claim to be her friends encouraged her behaviour when they should have been trying to help her. You people are sick.
Your friends?
My friends? I don't think that people that follow me on YouTube are my friends. They're a community of people that I like.
Yeah.
That
Your
I
friends transgendered.
That I make videos and talk about things too.
I love that, like, you're ill, you're sick, like it's a disease,
Yeah.
like a virus. I
It's
mean,
like-
that is how they see it. To be fair.
They do see it that way. Do they think that I'm gonna like throw my testosterone in the bin?
Yeah.
Go and try and get my boobs back. And be
Mhm.
like, Miles Berry, did you decompose of them because I want them back? Like,
I want a refund and my tits back, please.
they don't let you keep them. They throw them away. So.
Did you ask?
I did ask. I mentioned like, where do they go? I
Yeah.
said like, where do you put them? And they were like, you have to decompose of them because they're like human remains. You're not allowed to. You're not allowed to have them
I wish
because
you could
they're
have
like,
kept a little bit.
yeah, put it in like a jar.
Little jar.
Yeah.
Pickle it.
I got a photo taken like during surgery though.
I wish I got one of them. I should have asked.
Yeah, I have a really fun one. It's gnarly.
Cut open.
Yeah, it's interesting seeing my insides because I'm like, that's me.
Right?
Like, because I kind of don't really believe that there's like organs and stuff in there. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's just soup.
Yeah.
Like,
So far, there's no proof that there are organs.
like there's no proof. Like, I've never seen it. I've never had like an MRI. Like,
Yeah.
I've never had anything that like shows anything.
Could be completely empty.
Could be completely empty.
Who knows?
Could just be full of Heinz beans.
Quite likely.
Such an eye roll moment at this point, to be honest. Everyone gets trans people exist. Let's just not make it a whole personality, because if a straight person done that, I could only imagine the comments.
I can't, like, I genuinely, like, it really irritates me that people think that people that make content around being trans think that, like, their entire life revolves around it. Because it's
Yeah.
just content. It's like people that make, like, chess videos.
Yeah.
Their whole life doesn't have to be chess.
No,
They just
they're not-
talk about it.
They're not playing chess their whole life.
No.
It's like, I don't talk about being trans apart from when I make videos.
Yeah.
Like,
Me
or
too.
if we're, like, talking about something that relates to that topic.
Yeah.
Like, I talk about trans things to my trans friends, but, like, it's not something that I just go around, like, being like, by the way, guys, I'm
Yeah.
trans.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I don't do that in public. Like, why would I? I have so much content that's not about me being trans.
You just saw this one. Because you're obsessed.
Yeah, you're the one that's like, why do you find that annoying? Like, look into yourself.
Yeah.
Like,
Therapy.
therapy. Therapy could do wonders. Keep this shit off my damn feed. The thing is, you could just scroll. This is the thing. It's
You could
like,
block as well.
yes, like the
Mute.
blocking feature is there for a reason. No one is like forcing you to watch Ezra Butler's videos.
And also, if they comment, they're going to get more of your content.
Exactly.
That's how it works.
It's an algorithm.
They're like, oh,
People-
you're interested in this thing enough to comment on it, we'll give you more.
Yeah, because they don't know what you're saying. Like, the algorithm just thinks that you're typing anything. So,
Yeah.
like, if you spam comment "you're a girl" on all my
Yeah.
videos, I'm gonna come up.
Yeah.
Like, because YouTube's like, oh, you're engaging in this, you're looking on this profile a lot, we'll give you more. And, like, it doesn't know that you hate me. So, just scroll, dude.
Scroll.
This is not trans themed, but it is a hate comment. Why are you getting so fat? What the fuck, bro? Cut sugar and carbs.
Cut sugar and carbs.
Cut sugar and carbs. Like, what am I gonna eat?
How are you gonna... Ice?
Ice and vegetables?
Yes. The veg has
A
carbs.
vegetable. Oh, they do.
No potatoes.
I guess I'm not eating.
Every now and then I get a comment from an account that's called, like, Fat Finders that are just like, you need to lose weight, huh? You're fat. And they'll send you, like, messages as well. And I'm just
Yeah.
like, people say that shit just to trigger you.
They do, because, like, I talk about having had an eating disorder in the past on my channel. Like, that's what it started off as. So it's like, people know that that is, like, where it's from. So, like, all of this just roots from, like, people know what could make me feel bad, and they
Yeah.
just want to make me feel as bad as possible.
Yeah.
So they'll see a video and they're like, especially because most of my shorts that are like popular, that are like still racking in views for some reason, like even now, like they're over a year old. This was a very long time ago, but like they compare my body to like a couple years ago to now. It's like, bruv, I'm on tea.
It's not,
Like, it's not- Like, I've grown up.
Yeah.
Like,
Also, that's another thing, just
I'm
like...
an adult.
Yeah, like your metabolism slows down when you're adult because you stopped growing.
Yeah.
Like you're supposed to gain weight in your 20s. Like that is just a
Exactly.
part of life.
Yeah.
And it's also the fact that they think they're so powerful that they can like trigger you when like you're just sat here laughing at
They
these
think they're like
comments.
doing something. It's
Yeah.
like you're not doing anything.
No, it
like
didn't
it's
give.
it's not doing what you think it's doing. That one's just like in capital. He is very fat.
They're not misgendering you.
Misgendering me.
That's nice.
It's not transphobic, but it is fat phobic.
Trans-positive fat phobia. My favourite kind.
So are the viewers genuinely seeing a man, or are they being nice? Most importantly,
That's
why...
so rude.
Yes! I know! It's
That's like, that was my deepest fear when I was like just starting tea.
Yeah, it's like the fear that people are just like catering to.
Yeah.
But like, that's just... People aren't just being nice. Trans people are liked. We're liked.
Yeah, actually. You may not be able to pass that well, and still some cis people will be like, oh, you're a guy? Oh, okay, cool. Maybe you just have a high voice. Like, people don't look into it that much. So, like, the fact that people think that people are just being nice when they're just gendering you correctly.
No, it's just basic human respect that's being given. It's
and
not,
even sometimes it's not just respect, that's just what they see.
It's just what they see.
Yeah.
I don't get affected by transphobic comments because it's like, you know my pronouns are he, him, you're just choosing to call me she.
Yeah.
So, like, it just kind of just goes over your head a bit.
When they're purposely trying to upset you, to me, I'm just like, oh, you're a loser.
Yeah, you're
like,
just
you're a loser.
You're wasting your time.
Yeah.
Like, there's accounts that I block that I just get back all the time. They just constantly come back with, like, different things, like Ezra's lopsided boobs, Ezra's massive tits. Literally.
Jesus.
It's just like, and then it's like a photo of me. Like, it's a photo of my top surgery. That's like the profile picture. Shit. She got obese real fast. Wonder when she last got her cholesterol checked. Guaranteed lifelong heart problems abusing steroids like that on a female body. This chick should be banned. Horrible influence on abused young women. For shame. She's made her own hell, but what about her fans?
The amount of misinformation about testosterone. Testosterone isn't going to give you heart disease. It's just going to give you, like your likelihood of having a stroke or like a heart attack does go up, but to the level of if you were born a guy.
Exactly.
Like, it's not like a death sentence to change your hormones.
No. I'm not just going to, like, keel over one day and be like, oh, it was all that testosterone.
All them roids I've been taking.
Like, there's a theme here that's, like, men that just don't like the way I look now. It's like, it's okay. You don't like men. Like, you just don't fancy men.
You don't have to.
But you don't have to be angry at me for it.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't fancy men, you don't fancy men.
Yeah.
That's you.
Maybe they do fancy men, though. That's why they're
Maybe they do. Maybe that's why they're annoyed. The change was too fast, too drastic. Female to male in under 12 months is crazy. But you're a consenting adult, so it's your choice. But don't be encouraging children to do the same. Like, we don't want to trans kids. Like, I'm not, like, hunting around trying to make people trans. Like, if you're trans, then
what I don't understand is,
it's
like,
a safe space. That's
what do people
literally
think the motivation for us transing kids is? Like, why? Like, what? Think in their head, they're like, oh, I see these trans people. Oh, they must be trying to convert. Like, why? What would be the reason?
Why do their minds go straight to children as well? Like,
it's because they view it as a cult. Like,
yeah, I would love for people not to be. I mean, it feels shit. It feels absolutely shit, especially at the beginning when you're like trying to seek medical medical transition. Like, it's really hard. So, like, I don't want that to be put on anyone, especially my audience. Like, you're all lovely people, and I don't want that for you. But if you are trans and you want to feel supported, then here you are.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be here, and I'm gonna be here the whole time. So that's all it is. It's just like, I just want content to be nice.
To be nice.
Yeah.
You also just don't want people to go through stuff that, like, is unnecessary for them.
No.
So, like, if they can find a video and understand themselves quicker than, like I did. Like, I didn't have any of the shit that, like, I put out to, like, look up to.
Yeah.
So I was just confused for ages.
Yeah, I think if I saw a trans guy when I was younger, like, dressing, like, more femininely sometimes, I'd be like, that's me.
Yeah.
And then I'd figure it out.
Yeah.
So, honestly, I think that's why it's there for. Like, it's not that I am transing my audience, it's that people can figure it out for themselves through watching a trans guy just living and existing.
Well, that's the thing, is because it's not promotional content either. It's just like, hey, because your stuff is just like, here's my life, here's something I've gone through, here's something I struggle with, here's what I've done about it.
It's just personal experience. And if people relate, then they relate.
Yeah.
But, like, that's not... The
It's
aim
not you.
isn't to just make people trans. That'd be weird.
That would be really weird. That would be really weird.
Really strange. She wants to be Noah so bad.
What can I say?
This was on a video where I was wearing a wig that I have. It's a blonde mullet wig, and I sent a picture to you at the time being like, I look like you!
You did look like me.
Literally, I did look like you. And then I made a video and people were not happy. Weirdly, like, pit us against each other sometimes because they think that, like, there's, like, one true trans man.
Yeah. We're competition.
Yeah, and it's like, we can exist happily in the same space.
Yeah.
We are human beings. We just relate on that topic.
It's really weird. Like, I used to get, like, oh, you want to be Mars McKenna so bad. And I'm like, we just happen to look like each other.
Yeah.
Like, that is it. You just put on a wig. It was a joke.
Yeah, it's just a wig. I put it on and I was just like, oh my god, I do look like you. Like, I look like old you.
Yeah.
And people were like, if you knew Noah properly, you'd know that his hair isn't like this. I'm like, I know his hair isn't like this anymore. It was a joke.
They're so protected.
Drives me fucking up the wall. This one's funny because it mentions Heartstopper as well. So POV, he watched that much Heartstopper that he turned it so much British, he is now an object that is Noahfinnce property. What does that even mean? I'm British.
Anyone who's British and trans is my son.
I was born in Reading.
You're my son.
I'm
my
your son.
kid.
I'm your property, apparently.
I mean...
One of the posters on the wall.
How much do you think I'd get for you if I sold you?
Probably at least 1p.
I don't know if it's worth it. You could do my chores, or I could get 1p.
True.
You could do my chores.
I don't really want to do your chores. I don't want to do my chores. Actually, your chores don't seem... I think doing your chores I could do, but I don't want to do my own.
Yeah, helping other people is easier than helping yourself.
So much easier.
Yeah.
I can always help Isaac with his shit, but like my own...
Impossible.
Thank you so much for watching this video. Please do leave a comment below on what you think, and you should check out the video that we made together on his channel, and I will link it below.
Transgender versus trender Q&A.
Hell yeah. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Bye.